Hello everyone, this is Mohammed from StarseedFX. Every day our members in StarseedFX receive many order block alerts to trade from different pairs and different time frames, such as Euro USD, Great Britain USD, US dollar Canadian, Euro Canadian. Here we can have a look here. This is an alert being sent from Euro USD to sell and buy. Another one from Great Britain USD. And another one was from AUD/USD, US dollar Japan, all right, and so many. Sometimes the order block comes from or being sent from H1 time frame, H4 time frame, or D1 time frame. Okay. In this video, I want to talk about an order block that been sent 2 days ago from Euro AUD. The reason I choose this order block is because the alert was sent from the fair value gap. As you know, guys, we send 2 alerts for every pair. First, we send the fair value gap. When the price tap into the fair value gap, you all receive an alert, and it's kind of preparation and alert for you. Be careful. There is another alert coming for this pair, and the price is approaching or very close to trigger the order block zone. So you can get yourself ready and you start being on your computer if you are not, and see if you can trade that pair or not. But the question is, can we trade the fair value gap or not? And how to trade it? The answer is yes, we can trade the fair value gap. I think it's very clear here that the price just triggered the fair value gap, fill in just a little bit, and then retrace all the way up. Which means it is okay to trade the fair value gap. But how to trade it? Well, trading the fair value gap is exactly the same like trading the order block alert. We will follow exactly the same checklist setup. So let's go to trading view and see how to trade this fair value gap and profit from it. Okay, this is the moment when you receive the order block alert. Okay, so when we receive the H1 order block alert, we don't trade it right away. We go to a lower time frame such as M1 or M5. It depends how do you like to trade. Sometimes the M1 time frame is fast for some people, so they prefer to go to M5 time frame. Sometimes some traders, they are okay with the M1 time frame, then it's okay. But in this video, I'm going to use the M1 time frame. Okay, so let's delete this candle here and move to M1 time frame and see how to trade it. First, let's review our checklist setup. We need to see liquidity being swept. Liquidity being swept. We need to see fair value gap, and we want to see a minor chop. CH. Okay. We need, before placing a pending buy or pending sell, we need to make sure that we have our checklist set up confirmed. Liquidity being swept, a fair value gap, and minor change of character or choke. Okay, so let's move on and see the moment we receive the alert and how we're going to trade it. This is exactly when you receive the alert. Okay, which the moment, if you are on your computer, the moment you should move to M1 time frame and start to see how to trade it. So first, we want to find liquidity being swept. Until this moment, we have no liquidity. We can place nothing. We have no fair value gap. We have no minor change of character. Okay, so let's move on little by little and see what will happen. Okay, now the market started to trace up. Okay, up, move on, a little bit more. Okay, I will stop here for a second. I got a change of character or a minor change of character. Choke minor. Okay. And I got a fair value gap, a very small fair value gap over here. And I think I will write it down because it will not appear. Fair value gap. Okay. But I don't have liquidity being swept. The liquidity is still resting in here. So can I place a pending buy at this zone? No, I'm not going to place any pending buy over here because our checklist setup is not complete. I only got 2 of 3, fair value gap here and change of character, but liquidity is still there, resting in there. Mean if I place a pending order over here to buy, it will be triggered. It is so much expected that we will be stopped out. Okay, so we cannot place a pending buy over here. So let's move on again and look for another setup. Okay, so we're gonna make it bigger a little bit. So yeah, so we can see it all together. Okay, so let's move on. Market keep pushing up, again, down. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Look at this setup. We have a liquidity being swept over here. Okay, that's good. And we have another fair value gap over here. Just extend it a little bit to the top. Okay, over here. Fair value gap. Okay. And we have already got our minor choke. Can I place a pending buy over here? Yes, I can do it. So now I will place a pending buy. Buy entry. Okay. Let's move on and see what will happen. World market pushing up. Okay. Can I consider this candle here as a liquidity sweeper candle? This is a fair value gap and I place a pending buy over here? No, not for me. Why? Because I prefer the liquidity sweeper candle to sweep the liquidity and close higher. Okay, like this over here. It swept the liquidity and closed higher. Here, it did not sweep the liquidity and did not close higher. Okay, so that means actually the liquidity is resting over here. Okay, so we got to be careful. We cannot place a pending buy or we draw it as a fair value gap and we take this one as a liquidity sweeper and place a pending buy over here. Okay, so that again, the liquidity is resting over here. We move on, move on. I'll start to trace down. You see, if we place the pending buy over here, we already stopped out. Sorry, let's zoom out and then see what will happen over here. Okay. Market. That's only trigger the OB. One. Okay. Okay. Almost. Okay. Now our OB being touched, triggered, and let's see what will happen. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go, 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 go. Okay. So as you see, guys, yes, we can trade the fair value gap and we can profit from trading the fair value gap. Just follow the checklist setup I just mentioned here. Make sure that liquidity being swept, find the right fair value gap, confirm a minor change of character. You have to have these three elements confirmed before placing a pending buy. Can this setup fail? Yes, it can. Of course, like any other setup, it can be failed. But in a scale 1 to 10, I think out of 10 times, it can be failed 1 to 2 times, which is a very, very good percentage. Like 80% of the time, when you follow this checklist setup, 80%, you will have a winning trade. Okay. So there are two more things that I did not talk about in this video, which I will talk about in the next videos. First is the take profit target, like where to place the take profit target. This is number one. Number two, how to take a trade on continuation. Like, shall we just take out this entry here and we keep watching the market, or what if we want to combine or add another trade along the way until the price reach the take profit target? Yes, it is also possible, and that we are going to talk about in the next video. But for this video, I wanted to show you that we can trade the fair value gap, and it has exactly the same setup when we trade the order block alert. Okay. Okay, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video and the setup that was easy for you to understand. And if you follow this setup, I assure you, you will have more profitable trades. Okay. It's easy. Again, liquidity being swept, fair value gap, and minor chop. Until next video, trade safe and be safe.